Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, it is Tuesday. And y'all see the background is different. Background different because I'm not in my car. I am actually on vacation. Got a request. The sites I use, the deals I find, and I'm going to give y'all that on this particular vacation. I'm in Vegas right now. The reason I booked this trip, y'all, on my last job, before I quit my last job, every summer I knew we was going to be shut down. We shut down every 4th of July. So I wanted to make sure that I booked a vacation because that's the most time I would have off. We would get like a week, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks off. So I said, let me go ahead and book a trip around that time so I can be able to go and enjoy me a nice vacation. Because you know, when you're working for folk now, you on daytime, you can put your vacation in, but I didn't want to use all my vacation for one vacation because I used my time while I was there for a lot of different vacations. So with that being said, I still wanted to continue to take me a summer trip, even as a gig worker. Gig workers need vacations too. So I say, where could I go? Y'all know I had just came off that cruise in May. So right after I came off my cruise, I say, I need to be looking for my summer vacation. Where am I going to go? First thing, y'all, I love Vegas. Vegas is one of, my most favorite places out of every place that I've been. I still always, every year, want to come back to Vegas. So I say, I'm going to go back to Vegas. So I started looking. First thing I did was find my flight. I said, okay, let me find a flight. Since I'm a gig worker now, I don't have to find a flight according to, nobody's schedule. I could just book a flight, the cheapest one, and just go when I want to. Long as I try to do it in advance so the price won't be so high. So I started looking for the flight. Found a flight for 100. Now I started looking in May, y'all, right after that cruise. So it was May the 26th is when I booked my flight. $145 round trip. Now the thing about the flight is when you are traveling on these budget airlines, I use Allegiant because that's the cheapest one. When I take my Vegas trip, it's always been the cheapest one for me. Sites that I use, what I do first, before I do anything, I go on Google Flights. I Google to see what kind of flights or the prices of the flights. Pind which airline is going to be the cheapest. After I go to Google Flights and find the airline, then I go to the airline site. If it's Frontier, I'm going to Frontier site. If it's Spirit, I'm going to Spirit site to make sure I'm getting the best deal. So what I do, I know I've been traveling to Vegas for a long time, so I know Allegiant is going to be that cheapest one. But the thing about Allegiant, it's a budget flight, y'all, but you don't get a carry-on bag. You get a personal item only. So I say, okay, $145. I'm going to Vegas for I'm here from Sunday to Thursday. So it's summertime. All I need is summer items, y'all. This is the bag I use. I use that bag. I pack only what fits in that bag. And that's how I get to keep my flight at $145. Ain't no snacks or nothing on Allegiant. The seat, and I will show y'all the seat area. You in a tiny seat, but you going somewhere for $145. So none of that matters to me. The only thing that mattered is that I found me a cheap flight. Now, I need to find a cheap room. I normally use Vegas Slots because it's a app that you download. It's not, you don't gamble. You just collecting your points and you playing on the machine. You using day coins and you collecting points like that. So y'all, Vegas Slots, download that app. And y'all gonna really need to download that app because I'm gonna show y'all a cruise that I was able to take with that app later on. But anywho, so we didn't use Vegas slots this time. We didn't use the app this time because they had a still, when you use the app, the room is free, but you still, every hotel out here on the strip got resort fees. You still gonna have to pay resort fees. So I was like, nah, I don't feel like going and then checking out of a room and then going to another room. I'll just wait. So normally what I do, my first go-to site to use is called Caesars. I got the Caesars app downloaded. So I go on Caesars, I look at this, and I'm gonna put it up here for y'all. I look at the price. Link was the cheapest hotel that I found on that site. The prices were $7 a night. $7. But with Link, you still have to pay those almost $50 resort fees. So the price, I end up booking that hotel because you only have to put down a small deposit. I think like it was $25 to $30 is what I had to put down. You do get that deposit back if you choose to cancel the room, like I think a day before you get here, a day or two before you get here. You can get that deposit back. So I booked Caesars. I'm like, okay, $7 a night, came up to $265 total. So I went on ahead, booked that one. And I'm like, okay, that's a great deal. That's a really, really good deal. And then the Link, y'all, is right there in the middle of the strip. So I wouldn't have had to get transportation, up and down the strip. I wouldn't have got a bus pass. I would have just been able to, walk everywhere I needed to go, unless I wanted to go to the outlet or Fremont Street. Then I would have had to get a bus pass. So I say, yeah, let's do the Link. Book that one. And y'all, just because I booked it don't mean I'm still not looking for the best deal out there. So something told me the Strat, where I'm staying at now, I love this hotel.
When I think about his grace, his freedom, something like a woman brave. I'm grateful for the loving that you gave. It's so amazing.
Back when I first started traveling solo to Vegas, this would be the hotel I booked almost every time. So I knew that the rooms were clean. Wasn't nothing wrong with this hotel. It's just this hotel is all the way at the bottom of the strip. So I said, let me see what kind of deals the Strat got, because one thing about when it used to be called Stratosphere, when I stayed here it was called Stratosphere, they would, like, once you stay with them, they would send you a coupon to come back for like $25 a night. So I'm like, let me go ahead and stay there since I ain't stayed there in years. So that way they can send me my coupons to come back, if they still do that. But they done switched over now and they call it the Strat. So I still wanted to stay here because, like I say, I don't do what I used to do back then. Back then when I was coming to Vegas, I used to drink, gamble just a little bit, like put $20 in the slots. I don't do none of that no more. So I don't have to be in the center of the strip no more. I could be somewhere off the strip because I don't do all that. If I want to get over to the strip just to see the hotels, I can do that. But so I said, let me look and see what kind of deals the Strat got. Y'all, they had the best deal. They had and I'm gonna put it up here so y'all can see it. I wanted to come on here and do this video because the deal is going on, or will be going on till I think August. I put the date up there. I can't remember. I know it's sometime in August. So I'm like, oh yes, I need to do the Strat. The deal is y'all, my deal, what I got, it was $49 a night. Now, the Strat did not charge resort fees, but they have started charging resort fees. So with this promotion, the resort fees were waived. It was just $49 a night for the hotel during the week, Sunday through Thursday. Sunday through Wednesday, I believe. Maybe Friday and Saturday, it is $99 a night. So, yes, if you want to come on the weekend, it is going to be a little higher. Not only was it $49 a night, so I was supposed to pay $197 total for 4 nights. Since I was paying the $197 for the 4 nights, I already knew that that was going to be only for the standard room that I used to stay in back in the day when I first started coming. It's a standard room, y'all. It's not, nothing fabulous. That room do not have a refrigerator, coffee maker in it. It don't got none of that. It's just a standard room. So I already knew that, if I wanted to check out the newer rooms, so if they gave me an upgrade, in which most of them do, they're going to offer you that upgrade. I say if the upgrade is a good enough deal, I would take it. So mind you, y'all, I told y'all I booked that flight for $145. That flight was a early flight. I got to Vegas at like maybe 8. What time did my plane like? It was like 8:10. Way too early to check in. If you get to these hotels, most of them will charge you a early check-in fee. With this one, if I would have kept the room that I originally booked, it would have been, I wouldn't have been able to check in till 3 o'clock. They didn't have any rooms available, so I would have had to wait. So once he offered me that upgrade, the upgrade was $30 a night for the newest room that they got here.
No matter who we are, we know you'll never change. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. He's always away doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Let me tell you all the ways I'm covered. I got strength to run my race as he ushers friends and family, I say, in his shelter. No matter where I turn, there's blessings in my face. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing.
I was like, oh yes, give me that. I'm not going to want to walk around till 3 o'clock because I've already been here so many times. I don't need to, when I come off an early flight like that, I'm ready to rest. So I knew I wanted to check in early. He allowed me to check in early because this room was available. I paid $30 extra a night, $25 a day. Oh, and food credit. So that's $25 I'm not paying for each day that I'm here, except for the day of checkout. You do not get it the day of checkout, which is still a great deal, y'all, because the restaurants in any of these hotels are expensive. So to be able to get that $25 food credit was a blessing. Oh, let me tell y'all something about that food credit. If you take this deal and you stay here, make sure that you tell them to charge the food to your room, so that way they'll be able to take off, get them your room number, so they'll be able to take off further food credit. So not only did I get that $25 a night or $25 a day food credit, I also got a tower up here, and you could go upstairs and view the tower for free. You don't have to pay for that. You get a pass for that. I think it's only for like 1 day, but still, you get to go up there and see. You can look over the whole Vegas up there. So that's a great thing to have or whatever. So I also got a ticket to a comedy show Wednesday at 10 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to make that because y'all know I be in the bed early. So I don't know if I'm going to make that, but I'm going to try. So I got that. I don't think you get that with this. I think he just gave that to me, just being nice. But you get that, y'all, you get all of that in with a great deal. All that in a great deal. In the hotel upstairs, you don't have, so if you got your $25 credit, you could use it on anything downstairs. They got Starbucks downstairs. They got 2, maybe 4 restaurants that you could use it at downstairs. Now that food is expensive. You best believe that my credit had done only been able to be used at one restaurant at one time. That's how expensive the food is. So I am grateful for that food credit. So you also you can use it at Starbucks, but you're gonna have to go probably to Starbucks twice. And I don't really do Starbucks like that. I have not. I bring my own coffee. Like I say, in here they already got a coffee maker, but I bring my own coffee, so I don't need that coffee. I go buy the snacks that I want. Like they have a McDonald's upstairs, so I buy me cookies to last the whole trip, my food, and I'm good. So moving on to transportation. Getting here, y'all, I use Bell, what is it called? Bell Transportation or something like that. It's $30 round trip. If you just want to come one way, it's $15. But if you want to go both ways, it's $30. So I use Bell Transportation. Also for transportation, when you come here, since like I told y'all, I'm all the way at the bottom of the strip. So I need transportation to be able to get up and down the strip. Y'all, it's a long walk up that strip, but had it not been as hot as it was, I would have walked it. Definitely would have done it many times. I would have walked it, but it's too hot right now, so you're gonna need a bus pass for 3 nights. I keep saying nights. For 3 days, a bus pass for 3 days is $20. Y'all get your bus pass if you want to. If you're coming like me on a budget and you want to save money. Doing something amazing. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing about this hotel. It's another part of Vegas called Fremont Street. At this hotel I'm staying in, this has been the only hotel that I've stayed in that actually have their own shuttle to take you over there to Fremont Street. Free, y'all. The shuttle is free. He's always away, doing something amazing. The Loop is the shuttle that the Strat Hotel provide. So the Loop not only take you to Old Vegas, it take you to the premium Las Vegas Premium Outlets, Symphony Park, Fremont Street, which is Old Vegas, Circa Hotel downtown, that's in Old Vegas, the Mob Museum, Fremont East, the Transit Station, the Pond Plaza, Art District, and yeah, come back here. So it's a loop that take you more than one place. And if you don't want to, if you really need to save money, don't want to get that bus pass and just walk up and down the strip, you can do that. But like I say, when it's hot like this, you definitely need that bus pass. But if you only want to go to like Old Vegas and the premium outlets, then jump on the Loop for free. So y'all, like I say, a great deal. Would I recommend staying at this hotel? Absolutely. This hotel, I'm gonna be honest with you, it don't look much different from them hotels up on the strip. The only thing about those hotels on the strip, I don't like the fact that they have, stuff in the mini bar and sitting on the counter where somebody new coming to Vegas, you touch that stuff, you trying to do a video, you lifting that stuff up and touching that stuff, you're going to be charged for that stuff. Down here, you don't have to worry about that. They ain't got no refreshments on the counter. The refrigerator is empty. That's all I need. What I would say about the food in the hotel, y'all, the food, I done ate at every restaurant except for McCall's and, except for McCall's. The food is bum.com, but the only thing is the Strat Cafe, they close super early, 2 o'clock. And then like today, they won't even open up again until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And today is Tuesday. So you got to be mindful of that. If you come in to get this package deal, the restaurants close early. But like, what is it called? PJ's, they're still open from like 2 to whatever time. So if the Strat closed, then you could go to PJ's and get you something. And like I say, the food is really, really good. The portions are big. You can eat. I can eat now, but you can't eat off those portions twice. They're not no small portions. They are enough to fill you up, and then you have some for later. They don't have a microwave in here, so get you something that you don't mind eating cold. Just a couple of things for y'all to remember when you get here. First thing, y'all, everything is expensive here. Go to Walgreens, CVS, something like that, ABC store, get you a big jug of water that's going to last you. And don't forget, now these are some things that you don't want to forget. Your umbrella, when it's this hot, please bring your umbrella. Please bring your umbrella. And also, your fan. If you got one of these, please don't forget your fan, because these might look like they don't do nothing, but they come in handy. Now, when you standing outside in that heat, it ain't gonna do nothing for you. But once you in the store and you trying to hurry up and cool down, or you get on that bus and you trying to hurry up and cool down, this right here gonna come in clutch. Sunscreen, definitely in need of sunscreen, and a hat. Yes, definitely don't forget your hat at home. If you forget your hat, that's fine. They got plenty of Las Vegas hats all around this strip. You can get your hat, but you're gonna need a hat. With that being said, I thank you all for watching. If you all want to see more videos like this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you all have a blessed day.
Because of his grace.